Hello, Henry from Belgium here. Today a video about the Thunderbirds, and more specifically about the rescue pack that Matchbox released in 1992. It has now become a collector's item, and one of the top pieces of each Thunderbirds collector. In this video, I show everything in detail and provide some background information. First, the box. It still looks good despite its age of over 30 years. It's important that the colors are still nice and shiny, and that the bright blue is still clear and not faded by the sun. This is absolutely the case here. Except for some minor normal signs of wear, this box is in very good condition. Here I see the original sales price, 538 Belgian francs. That's about 14 euros. Here you see the word rescue pack in different languages. Normally it should say, Thunderbirds are go, as you see in this photo. But that's because I have a box that was produced in 1993, which you can see here on the back. The first versions were produced in 1992 for the UK, and on those copies it says 1992 on the front. Later in the video, you will see that the vehicles say 1992 at the bottom, so it's only the packaging that's different. The inside of the box is also very neat. The original plastic foil is still completely in place. The description of the pilots and characters from the series, and the vehicle they drive, is a nice addition. Here you will also see the name of each vehicle. Okay, let's look what's in the box. In summary, the rescue pack contains 5 die-cast vehicles from International Rescue: Thunderbird I, Thunderbird II, Thunderbird III, Thunderbird IV, and Fab 1. Each vehicle is made of die-cast metal and measures between 15 centimeters and 5 centimeters. These are all in this blue plastic inlay. The inlay still looks good, which is also very important for a collector. I don't see any holes or cracks. I see that there is no manual, and it wasn't included, because you don't have to build anything, and nothing needs to be supplied with batteries. Okay, there is some information here on the inside cover, but some more specific features of each vehicle or extra trivia related to the TV series could have been included. Now you need to have some prior knowledge of the TV series to know exactly what everything is and what it can do. I will show you the 5 vehicles separately. This is Thunderbird I. It's a blue and silver hypersonic rocket plane used for fast response and danger zone reconnaissance. It's piloted by Scott, rescue coordinator. It's a nice design, and it is pretty true to the series in terms of shape. It is a die-cast metal model, but it also contains quite a bit of plastic and rubber. The wings are in fact blue in color, which we don't see in the series, but I like it. And it looks nicer and less boring than if it were completely gray. There is a play feature, although it is quite limited. You can open and close the wings. You know from the TV series that the T1 takes off vertically, but lands horizontally. So it normally has a landing gear, but unfortunately this model hasn't. Perhaps this was too expensive or too complex to make, but that could have been a nice extra game feature. I like the colors and the vehicle is nicely detailed. It's not my favorite, because the play element is quite limited. Thunderbird II is a green supersonic carrier aircraft, which transports supporting rescue vehicles and equipment in detachable capsules called pods. This one is piloted by Virgil. And there are 2 fun play features with this vehicle, and that's why it is my favorite vehicle in this box. You can unfold the landing gear by pressing these buttons, and you can also release the green pod using this button. The way the landing gear emerges from the vehicle is not the same as in the original series, and the legs also have a different color, red instead of gold. The green of the vehicle is not the same either. In the series, it is a slightly darker green. This model is more grass green in color. But I don't really mind. I think it's a nice design, and I really like the fact that you can do nice features with it. It's important, especially with second-hand items, that everything still works properly. I have already seen examples where the legs can no longer be clicked into the vehicle, or where the pod remains in place when you press the button, or which are simply damaged like this one. The mechanism consists of springs and thin legs. It breaks down quite quickly if it has been played with frequently. The pod contains Thunderbird IV. That's a yellow utility submersible, piloted by Gordon. The color does not completely match the TV series either. This one is yellow instead of orange. You will find an extra play feature with the plastic model of the T4, which you find in the playset of a large version of Thunderbird II. But this die-cast metal model has no extra play feature, because it was also too difficult to add on such a small scale, I assume. And then we also have Thunderbird III here, which is a red single-stage to orbit spacecraft. This one also has nice details and contains less plastic than Thunderbird I. I think the color is very beautiful, and it stands out. In the series, it looks more like a brown color, and I find it less attractive there. It's a pity that there is no extra play feature, but I do like the fact that there is little plastic in it. Here it's important, especially with second-hand copies, that the cover plate is still attached to the bottom. Anyone who knows the TV series knows that there is also a Thunderbird V, which is a gray and gold space station that relays distress calls from around the world. This is not included in this rescue pack. What's included as a fifth and last vehicle is the Fab One. That's a specially modified Rolls-Royce from which the characters Butler Parker and Lady Penelope lead their secret missions. Fab is an abbreviation of the word fabulous, but every fan or collector should already know that. It has the same pink color as in the series, but the inside is different in color, and there are no play features. But it's also very detailed and has a cool design. This rescue pack is especially popular among collectors who consciously experienced the 1990s as children, and who are big fans of the original TV series. It has great nostalgic value. I don't know if children today would still enjoy this for hours. And most important, this is actually a supplementary set. It's the intention that you combine this with the iconic set Tracy Island. The box shows the vehicles, but they are not included. So that was a good marketing trick by Matchbox to offer the vehicles separately in a rescue pack. Nowadays, up to €100 are paid for this item at auctions, provided it is in good condition, of course. But the value always remains somewhat subjective, because you can certainly find recent examples where you see that they were auctioned for less. So it's actually worth what the collector is willing to pay for it. But it's simply a fact that they are beautiful and high-quality toys that appeal to the imagination of many people. And I also think it's a nice item to add to my collection of vintage toys. Feel free to comment below this video, and don't forget to subscribe, it's free. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.